After a long battle against MS for the last 20 years of his life, Luis Felipe Rendero passed away at the age of 60 in the Credit Valley Hospital on October 8, 2013. Luis Felipe Rendero was born on June 27, 1953, in Lisbon, Portugal. While growing up, he was an all-round athlete and played soccer and European handball during his high school years. He was a natural leader and served as a captain on many of his soccer teams. While in Portugal, he played for Sport Club Agance. He later moved to Canada and played for the Oriental Sports Club. In 1991, Luis married his wife Eva and settled in Cambridge, where he played the majority of his soccer. 3 years later, he was diagnosed with MS. It first attacked his vision and quickly progressed within the first 3 years, affecting his upper and lower extremities. Though he tried to stay fit by running and working out, he eventually had to settle in a nursing home, as he required more physical and medical assistance. Here, he spent his last 7 years with many visits from family and much love from those around him. Luis Felipe Rendero was very kind and respectful to people. He loved the company of his friends and family, including his caregivers. It has been said that his passing has touched the hearts of many. So during my uncle's funeral, I brought in a soccer ball for people to write messages on it. And I first came up with this idea when I met a group of my uncle's old soccer teammates who had brought in his retired jersey number, and I wanted to make a contribution as significant as theirs. So the next day when I brought the ball in, I wrote a message on it, and I thought that other people should be able to write something as well if they wanted. So by the end, the ball had been passed around to everyone in the room, and it was full of messages, and I felt it was very heartwarming to see everyone so eager to participate in the activity.
As long as I can remember, Luis always had passion for soccer. He was too debilitated to really get to know Melanie as she was growing up, and it's sad that he didn't get to see her develop into the soccer player that she is. Whenever I watch her, I often remember him with his keep-ups and foot skills, the way he played with the soccer ball. I see a lot of that as Melanie plays and trains and is out on the soccer field. It is sad that he's no longer with us, to continue to watch Melanie develop into a more mature soccer player through the years. I have to say that as long as I remember, he could unite a crowd of strangers and friends and family through a quick game of soccer whenever we went away on a family trip. And it is interesting that at his funeral, the mere act of that passing of that soccer ball, gathering the messages, united us all, at our final moment with him.
I found the events that occurred throughout my uncle's funeral were very eye-opening for me because it made me realize that if my uncle hadn't been diagnosed with MS, then he would still be around to spend time with and get to know. And it made me take a step back and think about my life. And since then, I've been dedicating myself to appreciate every moment and make it last, whether it's with my friends, with my family, or out on the soccer field or ice rink.